Here's an example pre-lab for conceptual physics. For instance, lab 32.2 is about springs. And the question might be, what is the relationship between the force on a spring and how far it extends? For the research, you can do many different things, but for instance, if you went onto the internet, you might discover that the relationship scientists have discovered is linear. But what about rubber bands? They may change as they're stretched. This is some of the research you could have done. There's a flow chart. As you can see, it doesn't have to be pretty. The first one might be a spring with a ruler to measure how far something has a mass has extended it. In the next box, possibly we want to show the spring now stretched farther so that we could measure how much it's extended. The next one could be a rubber band that you've extended and measured with a ruler. And then the rubber band in the final one would be extended even farther, and we'd measure those and make a data table. The hypothesis is something that we believe will happen. I believe that a graph of force and distance will make a straight line. Maybe that's something that you think is going to happen. You can test it by experimentation. The experimentation is done by a data table. And when we write things into a data table, so we are going to fill this out, whatever the mass is. Maybe the mass is 0.5 kilograms. And then we write that in here. And well, the weight, you multiply that by 9.8, as it says in the lab sheet. And then we'll get a distance. The distance maybe is 20 centimeters. So that would be 0.20 meters. We could do that for springs and rubber bands. At that point, we're ready to actually do the experiment and see how it works out.